Hello, folks. I'm going to teach you the first lesson of geography. This is the first lesson of geography of class 8, and the name of this lesson is resources. So, I am here to commence the first lesson of geography class 8, that is resources. Let's start. Anything that can be used to satisfy a need or has value can be called as a resource. Anything that can be used to satisfy a need or has value can be called a resource. Water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable, textbook, it has utility. All these things have utility and these are called resources. So, anything that satisfies our need and has a value are called resources. Anything that has utility is also called resources. All the resources have value or worth. Some resources have economic value and some do not. Some may be valuable over a period of time. For example, your grandmother's homemade remedies may not have commercial value at present, but if they are patented and sold, they could become economically valuable. Meanwhile, the two factors that can change substances to resources include time and technology. Time and technology are the two important factors that can change substances into resources. Both are related to the needs of the people. People themselves are the most important resource. It's their ideas, knowledge, inventions, and discoveries that lead to the creation of more resources. Each discovery or invention leads to many others. The discovery of fire led to the practice of cooking and other processes, while invention of wheel ultimately resulted in development of newer modes of transport. Now let's talk about natural resources. The natural resources are the resources which we get from nature and it is used without much modification or change. Natural resources are obtained from nature and it is used without much change. For example, the air we breathe, the water in our rivers, lakes, the soils, the minerals are natural resources. These are the free gifts of nature. They can be used directly. In some cases, tools and technology may be needed to use a natural resource in the best possible ways. Natural resources are classified into different groups depending upon the level of development, use, origin, stock, and distribution. Now, let's talk about natural resources that are divided on the basis of development and use. There are two types of resources that are divided according to development and use. These are called actual resources and potential resources. Let's find out the difference between actual and potential resources. Actual resources are those resources whose quantity is known. The resources are being used in the present. The rich deposits of coal in Ruhr region of Germany and petroleum in the West Asia. The dark soils of Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra are all actual resources. Potential resources. Potential resources are the resources whose entire quantity may not be known. They are not used in the present, but these resources can be used in future. The level of technology we have at present may not be advanced enough to easily utilize these resources. The uranium found in Ladakh is an example of potential resource that could be used in future. Now let's talk about abiotic and biotic resources. Abiotic and biotic resources are divided on the basis of origin. Okay, on the basis of origin, resources can be biotic or abiotic. Abiotic resources are non-living while biotic resources are living. Abiotic resources have life whereas abiotic resources do not have life whereas biotic resources have life. Soils, rocks, minerals are examples of abiotic resources, but plants and animals are examples of biotic resources. So, the resources having life are called biotic resources. The resources which do not have life are called abiotic resources. Examples of abiotic resources are rocks, minerals, and soil, and examples of biotic resources are plants, animals, human beings, etc. Now, resources are divided on the basis of stock. Okay, these are called renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Let's talk about renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which can be renewed or replenished quickly. Renewable resources are the resources which we can get it back. It can be renewed or replenished. Some of these are unlimited and are not affected by human activities. The examples of renewable resources are solar and wind energy. Yet careless use of renewable resources like water, soil and forest can affect its stock. So water seems to be an unlimited renewable resources. The resources which can be replenished or renewed are called renewable resources. For example, solar energy, wind energy, water, soil, forest, livestock, and they are not affected by human activities. Let's talk about non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources have a limited stock. Once the stocks are exhausted or finished, it takes thousands of years to be renewed or replenished. Since this period is much more than the human lifespan, such resources are considered non-renewable. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are some of the examples. So non-renewable resources are limited, and if they get finished, it takes thousands of years to bring it back. So that's why they are called non-renewable. Okay, the period of time is more than the human lifespans. And let's talk about natural resources on the basis of distribution. There are two types of natural resources on the basis of distribution. These are ubiquitous resources and localized resources. Resources that are found everywhere are called ubiquitous resources. For example, the air we breathe, water, etc. are ubiquitous resources. It's found everywhere. The resources that are found only in certain places are called localized resources. For example, copper and iron ore. Now let's talk about human-made resources. At times, natural substances become resources only after the original form has been changed. Converting natural resource into something useful is called human-made resources. People make natural resources to manufacture human-made resources like buildings, bridges, roads, machinery, and vehicles. Another example is technology. So, man-made resource is converted into, human-made natural resource is converted into human-made or man-made resource. So, the original form of natural resource is changed and it is called human-made resources. Examples are bridges, roads, machinery, vehicles, etc. and technology, of course. Human resources. Human resources refer to the number, quantity and abilities. Abilities can be mental and physical of the people. That's why human beings are special resources. Human resources refers to the number, quantity and abilities of the people. People are human resources. Improving quality of people's skills so that they are able to create more resources is called human resource development. See, in order to make something useful, we need the skills, ideas, education, good health care of people. That comes under human resources. Now let's talk about resource consumption and sustainable development. Using resources carefully and giving them time to get renewed is called resource conservation. Resource conservation means to use resources carefully and allowing it to be renewed. Balancing the need to use resources and also conserve them for future is called sustainable development. Sustainable development means to use the resources in such a way that you save the resources for future. There are various ways of conserving resources. Each person can contribute by reducing consumption, recycling, and reusing things. So, I hope you have learned this lesson. I'll recapitulate this lesson. Resources are anything that is useful to us and anything that has value or utility. Some resources have economic value. For example, your grandmother's home remedies, it may not have any economic value, but if it is sold, it could have economic value. And for converting substance to resources, it takes time and technology. People are also important resources. We need their ideas, knowledge, invention, discovery for creation of more resources. Natural resources are the resources which we get from nature. For example, lakes, soil, minerals. The gifts of nature are called natural resources. Natural resources are divided on the basis of level of development, origin, stock, and distribution. There are two types of resources on the basis of development, that is actual resources and potential resources. We know the quantity of actual resources, but we do not know the quantity of potential resources. Actual resources are used in present, whereas potential resources are not used in present. It could be used in future. Examples of actual resources are deposits of Ruhr in Germany, petroleum in West Asia, dark soil in Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. Okay, example of potential resources are uranium found in Ladakh. And on the basis of origin, there are the two types of resources, biotic and abiotic resources. Abiotic resources do not have life, and biotic resources have life. Examples of abiotic resources are rocks, mineral, soil. Examples of biotic resources are plants, animals, human beings, etc. And on the basis of stock, there are two types of resources, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources can be renewed and replenished. Examples are water, air, soil, forest, etc. And non-renewable resources have limited stock. Once it gets over, it takes 1,000 years to be renewed or replenished. It is much beyond the human lifespan. Examples of non-renewable resources are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. On the basis of development, there are two types of resources, ubiquitous and localized resources. Examples of ubiquitous resources are the air we breathe, the water we drink. Okay, these are found everywhere. And localized resources are the resources that are found only in some places. Okay, like copper, iron. Yeah, like copper and iron. Human made resources are the resources made by human beings. The natural resources are converted into man made or human made resources. For example, bridges, roads, machinery, vehicles, etc. And the human resources refer to the number and abilities of people. So, we can develop human resources by improving people's skills so that more resources can be created. That is called human resource development. And we should save the resources to give time give time to get it renewed. It is known as resource consumption. Balancing the need for using resources and conserve for future is called sustainable development. We can conserve resources, we can save resources by reducing consumption, recycling, and reusing. I hope you have understood this lesson. That is all for now.